Last time we saw each other, I came at you really hard. In a way that was unfair. It wasn't right. I mean, if there's any excuse, I think on some level I thought that I was helping you. But it came across as punishment, and I'm very sorry.
Apology accepted. Travel safely.
I can't leave until you understand something. How much I need you. I'm really sorry. I mean, I know you were probably having a good time. I know my dad can be quite the party, I'm sure.
Is this true?
I just need a couple minutes, you know?
Hey, what is this? Nobody invited you to the party.
Luke, it's all right.
No, it isn't all right. I am not going to waste even one more evening listening to my son spout stuff that I've heard 1,000,000 times before.
I'll come back later. Talk to your son.
Thank you.
Okay. Talk.
When I found out that you had Jake, I didn't know. It was so shocking. I mean, it was disorienting. I didn't know how to absorb it or process it. I mean, what do you do with something like that, Dad? Where do you put it? So, I had to go to something that I understood, something that made sense to me. So I latched onto the drinking. You killed Jake because you were drunk. But what I forgot, what I violated even, was a main tenet of any 12-step program. An addict can't begin recovery until he can admit that he's powerless in the face of his addiction.
I give up my power to no one, to no thing.
Exactly. Till you're not there. I mean, you haven't even pretended to be there, and that's something addicts do, you know? They hide it, they swear that they're not drinking, and you've never done that. And instead of hearing what you were clearly trying to say to me, I tried to force you to recover on my own terms, my own timetable. And even worse, I made you feel, on some level, like my love for you is conditional to rehab or whatever. And I'm here to correct that misunderstanding, okay? You're my father, and I love you unconditionally, regardless of what you've done, regardless of how we might disagree. It doesn't matter. I need you in my life. Lulu needs you. Ethan and Tracy. Listen, Dad. Everything's gonna be okay, man. Despite whatever's happened, we're gonna make it. So I'm just asking you. Come home.
To what? More sanctimonious lectures, more behavior legislation, more mutual disappointment. You don't even know who I am. You don't want me back there, and neither do the people that you mentioned, because they don't know who I am either. You all have some version of me in your heads. Luke, the cool dad, Luke, the hero, Luke, the husband. Well, I'm nobody's hero. I'm a father against my will, and I'm a lousy husband. I'm done being railroaded into roles that I have no interest in playing. Look, I tried to make a clean exit. I tried to leave you all with some shred of the illusion that you created about me, but you couldn't leave well enough alone. You had to hunt me down and try to coerce me into going back there for what? So you can stick me in another slot that you've decided I should fit in? No. I will not go home. I don't have a home, and I like it that way. So please, send Lupe back in and go away. I ain't buying what you're selling.
Okay. You're mad at me. I understand. I don't blame you. But I'm not giving up so easily.
Wish I had a diamond for every time somebody said that to me recently. That's just another way of saying I want to change you. Just hammer away at you until you're so exhausted from the constant pressure that you just give up and become anybody, just to make it stop.
I don't want to change you.
Okay, you know who I am? This is who I am. This is Luke Spencer. Right here, this is what formed me. This is the house I grew up in. It hasn't changed that much. So if you really try, you might be able to see that little kid. That little kid who was scamming all the Johns, who was watching his little sister go down the hall to turn a trick, who was learning about sex from ladies of the night. It wasn't romantic, but it was practical. Love is commerce, a fee for an exchange. Here's the fee, here's the warm place to stay for an hour. See, that makes sense to me, Lucky. That's me. That makes sense. And if you follow those rules, you will never get stuck in responsibilities that you never wanted.
Like being a father?
I never wanted to be a father. I never wanted the responsibility of taking care of anybody but myself. I wanted to be free. I wanted to be free to cheat and steal and scam and drink and smoke and sleep with who I could afford. But somehow I got off track. How did that happen? Oh, yeah, I met your mother, and I fell in love. And what did love do for me? It put me in a pit with a bunch of people who wanted to rescue me, who wanted to make me respectable. And you are the worst offender of the lot. I intend to live till I die. Live fast and furious. And I won't have you, Lulu, Ethan, Tracy, or any other son of a bitch slowing me down.
That's it? You through with me now? Okay. Maybe I deserve it. I'm sorry for interrupting your beautiful life. Lulu and Ethan sure as hell don't deserve that, Dad.
You don't get it. You still don't see it, do you? I regret killing your child. I am sorry for all the pain, the spiral of pain that I threw you and Elizabeth into. But you know what I learned? The old cliche is true. Every cloud has a silver lining.
Silver lining? What are you talking about?
When I killed Jake, it moved me up and beyond redemption. It liberated me in a way I have never been before.
Make sure I understand what you're saying. Running down my son was liberating for you?
Yes. Yes, it was. Because you see, a man who kills a child can never be forgiven. There's no redemption. A man who kills a child can never say, I'm sorry enough to put a dent in all the pain and all the devastation that he's caused. I am finally beyond redemption. I am irredeemable.
Well, congratulations, Dad.
I'm gonna live till I die now. On my terms. With no obligations. And answering to nobody. Do you understand? You want a father? Be your own father. I've retired. I'm done. Now, please send Lupe back in here and go away. There's nothing for you here. I'd wish you luck, but I'm afraid you'd read too much into it.